Hello everyone, VJose32 back again in the house. Today I'm doing a bit of a comparison video. There's a lot of people questioning the this year when Dan and Dave released a new Fulton's October deck. A lot of people going, well, it looks like it's exactly the same. It's just a different colored box. It has a seal on it. Well, I decided I'm going to show you it's almost the same, but it's not exactly the same, that there is some differences. Oh, what happened there? There is minor damage on my box. But anyways, the fronts of the boxes, as you can see, are basically the same. Say Fulton's October. Top playing cards on the bottom. You see some ghosts and skeletons running around. And there's a moon in the background with some bats as well. It's just the newer one is a darker color than the old one. They also have embossing throughout the front. Exactly the same, basically. Just a different, darker color. The sides are exactly the same. It says the D&D Playing Card Company, Hollywood, California, and designed by Brad Fulton, illustrated by Stephen Noble. The tops, they both say playing cards and they're both embossed. And in the bottom, again, same thing with Dan and Dave. It's got the bones making up the D&D, and they are embossed. And the back is a little bit different. The back of the original one looks exactly like the front. And I know there's a lot of people last year when they released this were highly critical over the front, or the back being the same as the front and not having the back design. So then they said, okay, fine, screw it, here you go, happy now? And that's what they did. They put the back design on the back of this box. This one did have embossing, of course, the same as the front, but of course this one does not. Also, they added a special Halloween colored seal with a crow on it, a blackbird, whatever it is. And then we get to the cards themselves. Oh, the flap. This one has a moon with some bats. The bats are embossed. This one, same thing, except that they made the moon yellow, and there's still embossing. On here, we got a couple of skulls that are also embossed. Same here. We get to the original one. Inside, there is artwork in the box. You get the exact same thing in here. Then we got a couple more changes coming up. The original one, stay. Damn it. The original one had two ad cards that said designer playing cards with the Dan and Dave logo, and this one says Fulton's October 2014, first edition, first printing. And it has some stuff that says, as winds blow cold and candles flicker, dearly departed play pranks and geese. More tricks than treats as the harvest moon rise. Which doesn't even rhyme. It would have been nice. And then it says it's produced by Dan and Dave, designed Brad Fulton, illustrated Stephen Noble. In the back, you get the back design. The new one, whoops. You get the same ad cards, except that it says first edition, second printing, Fulton's October 2014. Also, you will notice that the color is darker. On the new version, it's a darker gray, whereas this one is more of a white. And then on the back of these two ad cards, it's a picture. It's like some of the jokers you see in other decks. We put the two cards together, it makes a picture. The picture is actually the same thing you see inside the box, except it's shrunken down a little bit. And that was because a lot of people, including myself, are like, well, it's nice that you put art on the inside of the box, but we can't even see it without tearing up the box. So here you go, you can see it now. It's a pretty cool image. When you get on, they both had the same jokers and everything else, faces, court cards, basically the same, but the jokers are the same in both decks. One thing I noticed though is this joker, one joker, it's not that noticeable, but the one joker and those two ad cards are slightly darker color than this other one. You can see it right there. A little odd, I'm not sure if it was intentional or accidental. As I mentioned, there is one more difference before you get on. The back of the cards. This one is a lighter color. Check out the new one. It's a dark charcoal color. Dark gray. It's the same artwork, but it's darker. It doesn't match the borders or anything like that, but it's minor details. The aces, exactly the same artwork, as is everything else. Look at the court cards. One thing you'll notice is all the kings are the same, the queens are the same, the jacks are the same, except for the suicide king, which is, well, stuck a sword through his face and out his, or through the back of his head and out his eye. Standard number cards as well. And this one, the original one, same court cards, same repeating court cards, jacks the same, queens the same, kings the same, except for the suicide king. And the number cards also all standard. Both bicycle stock, Ericus and Finis. They both handle virtually the same. So that is your minor differences. I thought I would show you that because there's a lot of people wondering about that, I guess. It's a little bit late. I should have done this a long time ago, but I just finally went through my decks and found the Fulton's deck, so it's like, might as well. So there you go. It's a darker color back design, darker box, has a seal, has the back design on the back of the box, and then the ad cards actually show you what's inside the box. Everything else, number cards, court cards, jokers, are exactly the same. So that is what I got. That's your Fulton October 2013 versus 2014. This is not a card class, by the way, it's just a comparison, and I'll see you next time with more.